Max Verstappen is known for his aggressive yet thrilling driving style, which has allowed him to break records once considered unbeatable. Since he entered Formula One, Max has pushed the boundaries by taking risks most drivers wouldn't dare. He is fast and smart at driving and can fearlessly approach overtaking and pull off what everyone thinks is impossible. And Max doesn't just wait for the perfect moment to pass, he creates it. Max's fearlessness on the track earned him both admiration and criticism, but it's undeniable that his daring approach has brought him immense success. Many see his style as a blend of calculated aggression and raw talent. He knows when to push hard and when to hold back. His ability to read the race, anticipate other drivers' moves, and react instantly sets him apart. Fans often recall moments when Max seemed to defy the laws of physics with his car control. He often pulls off overtakes that seem impossible, and his aggressive approach isn't just about taking risks. It's about having the confidence and skill to execute them without flaws. That's why his driving style has led to some of the most unforgettable moments in Formula One history. But what exactly are Max Verstappen's most significant achievements in F1? How did he defy expectations by breaking age-old records and setting new ones? As a matter of fact, which records did he break? And how did he leave everyone stunned? Well, you're about to find out. Join us as we explore the 5 times Max Verstappen did the unthinkable to achieve the impossible, leaving fans and experts speechless. Did you know that Max started making headlines even before his official Formula One debut? At just 16 years old, he became the youngest driver to ever participate in an F1 weekend when he took part in the first practice session of the 2014 Japanese Grand Prix. At first, his participation was doubted, as many questioned whether someone so young could handle the pressures of Formula One. Despite his inexperience and the immense pressure, Max handled the car with maturity beyond his years. He quickly adapted to the high-speed nature of Formula One, as he wasn't just there to fill a seat, but to compete. His lap times were competitive, and he understood the car and the track. The way he managed the complexities of an F1 car and the intense scrutiny from the media and fans shows he's prepared for the future ahead. However, the debut was just a taste of what was to come. His performance in Japan laid the foundation for a career that would see him break records and challenge the norm in Formula One. In addition to his legendary performance in the Japanese Grand Prix, Max made history in 2015 by becoming the youngest ever point scorer in Formula One at just 17 years old. This milestone was achieved at the Malaysian Grand Prix, where he delivered a performance that silenced his critics and established him as a rising star in the sport. Max finished in 7th place, earning his first points in Formula One and proving his immense potential. The race was held in harsh weather conditions, with high temperatures and humidity pushing the drivers to their limits. Despite his lack of experience, Max managed the challenging conditions with remarkable poise. He drove with the confidence and skill of a seasoned veteran, keeping his car out of trouble and capitalizing on the mistakes of others to secure his place in the points. Max's performance in Malaysia was significant not just because of the points he scored, but because of the way he drove. He demonstrated a level of racecraft beyond his years, diligently managing his tires, maintaining consistent lap times, and keeping his composure under pressure. This 2015 Malaysian Grand Prix marked the beginning of a journey that would see him break numerous records and set new standards in the sport. So in 2016, Max raced in the Brazilian Grand Prix, which is often remembered as one of the toughest races in Formula One history. Even with the heavy rain making the track dangerous, Max showed just how talented he is. While other drivers struggled, Max excelled, delivering a performance that left everyone speechless. Max started as 4th on the grid and quickly reached 2nd place. Unfortunately, his team's error dropped him back to 14th with just 16 laps to go. But what followed was nothing short of extraordinary. During the race, Max executed many daring overtakes with remarkable speed, finding grip where others couldn't and rapidly climbing up the field. One of the most memorable moments was his overtake on Nico Rosberg. In the pouring rain, Max fearlessly went around the outside of the Mercedes driver. This move, along with many others, showed his exceptional car control and fearless driving skills. By the end of the race, Max had climbed back up to 3rd place and secured a podium finish that no one saw coming. His performance in Brazil that day is still talked about as one of the greatest comebacks in Formula One, and it solidified his reputation as a driver who could do the unthinkable under the most challenging conditions. But that's mere child's play compared to what Max did in the 2022 Hungarian Grand Prix. The Hungarian Grand Prix was another race where Max Verstappen defied the odds and did the unthinkable. Starting from 10th place on the grid after a tough qualifying session, he faced an uphill battle to compete for the win. But as he has done so many times before, Max rose to the challenge and delivered a performance that left everyone in awe. From the start of the race, Max was on a mission. He quickly began making his way through the field, executing daring overtakes with precision and confidence. His ability to find gaps where others couldn't was on full display as he carefully picked his moments to attack and made the most of every opportunity. By the time the race reached its halfway point, Max had moved into contention for the win, but it was far from over. A spin in the middle of the race threatened to derail his charge, but he recovered quickly. In the closing stages of the race, Max knew it was time to display his brilliance once again. He expertly managed his tires and maintained the pace needed to fend off any challengers. When the checkered flag fell, Max had crossed the line in first place, completing one of the most remarkable comebacks in recent memory. This victory showcased Max's resilience and determination, further cementing his reputation as one of the most accomplished drivers on the grid. However, Max's next accomplishment in the 2023 season is even more daring and far from what is often seen in Formula One. Max won 19 out of the 22 races in 2023, as he broke a record of 10 consecutive victories in the 19 races won. His ability to maintain such a high level of consistency set him apart throughout the season. Max didn't have an off day. Each race showcased his exceptional skill and unwavering determination. Max's dominance was so complete that by the time the season reached its halfway point, it was clear that he would win the championship. He set new benchmarks in Formula One and achieved what many thought was impossible by becoming the first driver in history to lead over 1,000 laps in a single season. His win rate was at 86.3%. In fact, Max's 2023 season redefined what it means to be great in Formula One sport. Throughout the history of the sport, names like Juan Manuel Fangio, Michael Schumacher, and Lewis Hamilton have been the Hall of Fame in F1. But in 2023, Max raised the bar higher and surpassed the legendary achievements of these drivers. He made us change how we think about greatness in Formula One, and we will forever remember him as one of the greatest of all time. Whether it's his aggressive driving style or his ability to deliver under pressure, he continues to push the boundaries of what is possible in Formula One. These 5 moments are just a few examples of Max Verstappen doing the unthinkable. They also serve as a reminder of why he is referred to as one of the greatest drivers in the history of Formula One.